Welcome back, everybody, to episode 26 of the Movie ReBrew podcast. I'm your host, Keegan Holland. With me is my co-host, Mike Jennison.
Hey!
With us again is Cody McCune.
Whoop diddy scoop, scoop diddy poop.
I always did that.
Poop, poop.
We've been listening to that on repeat, like all day. All day, so yeah.
All day.
It's May the 4th. May the 4th be with you guys and everyone listening.
Oh, the odds of you say that we're off. It was gonna happen.
Oh yeah, no, I've been watching Star Wars all day, so as much as I can, anyways. This week we are graduating.
Yay!
Yeah, so so in honor of that, we are drinking a bunch of shitty college beers, and also ranking our top 5 favorite college movies, which would be exciting. So, what do you want to start off with, beer-wise, anyways?
Let's do the High Life.
Miller High Life. All right, so
champagne of beers. It's a celebration.
All right, so we are doing Miller High Life, Four Loko, Rolling Rock, Cobra Malt Liquor, Hamm's, Natty Light, Busch Light, and Milwaukee's Best Ice.
And PBR.
So we will be pretty drunk by the end of this. Yeah, we'll be binge drinking in the next, hopefully, hour and a half at the most, but we'll see.
Not the first time I've blacked out on this podcast.
Correct.
So then I guess we're gonna pick the best of these.
So yeah, we will rank our top 5 favorite beers as well, and we're just sifting through shit basically, but it should be fun. This is a terrible beer.
Not a great. No, actually, I like this beer.
Wow.
From the price demographic, I'm a fan.
Dude, I got 6 Milwaukee's Best Ice for $4. Tall boys. That's the bang for your buck we're looking for here.
Yeah, it's 6% too, right?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I know.
That should be
very good. Yeah. So here we go. Cheers on Miller High Life. This will all be water by the end of it, but I actually don't hate it.
Not bad.
I remember hating it.
This isn't bad at all.
No.
This might really be the champagne of beer.
I know. And we only have one can of it, so we'll probably be moving on pretty quickly here. But first,
that's so college.
So college. We should shotgun one. We should bong one. No, we won't do that. But hey, let's get to the news.
Good evening. I'm Will McAvoy.
I'm Evan Baxter, and here's what's making news.
Good evening. I'm Ron Burgundy, and this is what's happening in your world tonight.
So no surprise to anyone, Infinity War is doing pretty damn well. We haven't gotten to the weekend yet for the second weekend, but it's already at 950 million worldwide. It's looking like it's going to be the fastest movie to $1 billion. It took Force Awakens 12 days. It'll probably take this, 8 days then? If it's Friday. So yeah, a surprise to anyone here? I guess, I don't know, Force Awakens is, we said this on the last podcast, that the 2 biggest movies of our lifetime have probably been Force Awakens and now Infinity War. But to see it like kind of kick its ass, because we said it would need to do very well opening weekend to beat it.
Yeah, we were acting like it wasn't going to.
But it got to like 250 something.
Kicked its ass.
I think it beat by like about 10 million or something like that.
It's
pretty
really
impressive.
Impressive that Disney could create a more viable franchise in 10 years than Star Wars. Who would have thought that?
Yeah.
It's nuts.
The top 10 movies of all time,
9.
Opening weekend, Disney has 9 of them.
The only they don't have is the newer
Jurassic World.
Jurassic World.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know, it's insane. And it's nuts that neither Titanic nor Avatar are on that list for top opening weekend ever.
The legs
on those is insane. Yeah. Cody, you haven't seen it yet, right?
No, I've not seen it. I'm not nearly as in tune with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
But just based off of the reviews and everything like that, I know I should see it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I need to catch up on everything.
That's fair. In less exciting news, or maybe good news, this is probably good news. The Film Academy expels both Bill Cosby and Roman Polanski from membership. About damn time for Roman Polanski.
Yeah, if you don't know, he was accused of raping a kid in 1992?
Yeah, I think she was 14 years old. Yeah.
But then he won an Oscar in 2002 for The Penis. 2001.
For the what?
Director. The Penis?
The Penis. Yes.
The Penis.
The Pianist.
The Penis.
So yeah, he's been dodging U.S. authorities for a long time now, but yet the Academy kept him in and still rewarded him for his movies, which was very strange. And even with the Me Too movement, like, that should have come much sooner, you'd think. But yeah. I guess finally, I don't know what happened this week that caused that. But and then obviously Bill Cosby's trial was this week and got convicted on shit ton of accounts.
I'm pretty sure it's
22.
I want to say it was 6 accounts.
Okay.
But he's facing up to 30 years in prison, as he should.
Yes.
He's trash. But good for the Academy. I mean, it's what they should do.
Yeah. It's nuts.
A lot of other people. A lot of people that we're going to be talking about in movies from our list are kind of shitty people.
Yes. Yeah. Which is
we'll get into that later.
Yeah. And then the last thing, What We Do in the Shadows. Have you seen What We Do in the Shadows?
Yeah, I love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's got a series ordered by FX. I don't know how it'll be. Hopefully Taika Waititi and Jermaine Clement are both behind it. But I'm looking forward to it. The movie is so funny.
King, I think I brought this up 10 podcasts ago.
That you watched it?
No, that there was going to be a TV series.
Oh, well, officially it got ordered.
Official?
Yeah,
Official,
FX picked it up.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. As long as John Clement and Taika Waititi are behind it, it's going to be hysterical.
Yeah.
Because that movie is hilarious.
Very funny. Yeah.
Taika Waititi, the guy did
Thor Ragnarok. Yeah.
Ragnarok.
Yeah, that's all I got for news. Kind of a slow week again, but Cody's got something, it seems?
Yeah. Seth Rogen's Hilarity for Charity event
Yes.
is on Netflix. Definitely recommend watching it. It's apparently their 6th or 7th year doing the event, but it's star-studded. It's got something for everyone, which is like kind of their pitch. The joke is that they're gonna break the Netflix algorithm by packing as much different stuff into the event as you can.
Yeah.
But I watched it the other day. So funny. So.
Like they got Justin Roiland, who's behind Rick and Morty, to do animation, and so they got it under kids animation, but it's like the raunchiest thing. Like, it's disgusting what they show.
Like they wouldn't be allowed to show it on Rick and Morty.
Yeah, it's really it's messed up. It's like really weird.
You have Craig Robinson's band.
I know he had a band.
The Delicious Nasty, or the Nasty it's the Nasty Delicious. He's so cool. He was actually the spokesperson for Miller High Life.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Three Guys Big Break. With air quotes.
Yeah. The Office, probably, more so.
He performs with Post Malone, who just dropped an album.
Oh, wow.
So they do Return of the Mac. It's awesome.
Oh.
Jeff Goldblum.
Our guy.
But yeah. Our guy. Sure.
Front of the podcast.
I wish.
We're going to label that. John Mulaney, Michael Shea.
I love Mulaney.
Sarah Silverman. It's all for a good cause. So
Yeah, Rogan's mother-in-law has Alzheimer's. Yeah, so that's what it's for.
Oh,
yeah,
cool, really cool.
For Alzheimer's research.
Yeah, we know.
No one thinks Alzheimer's is cool. All right,
Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all right. I did that.
We'll forget that one.
I'm keeping that in. All right, yes, that's it for the news. What?
Can't say forget that one.
Oh! You're messed up, dude. You're sick. All right.
I just want to put out, Keegan's basically sitting on the floor for this podcast.
Yeah, this chair is terrible.
I'm sitting on your bed. I mean, we're in the studio.
Yeah, we already crushed. I already crushed my Miller.
I think we've got to go into the Cobra.
Oh no!
Oh, Cobra's next.
This is what I'm dreading the most.
Let's get it out of the way.
What is it called when you mix Cobra and Four Loko?
Sidewalk Slam.
Sidewalk Slammers is one of them.
Sidewalk Smash.
That's what I can't remember. Hyper Viper. Yeah.
We're not doing that.
No, we're not. Did these a bunch last year. Man, they just knock you on your ass.
Is it good?
It actually is pretty good if you get the right Four Loko, which we did not.
I think it's better. Wait, what is it? The sum is better than the
parts.
Yeah. That's what
they compliment each other. These two
they
gross, disgusting things.
Yeah, no,
they really do.
The Cobra and Pink Lemonade for Loco, I think it is, actually work really well together. You got Gold, which I heard is actually pretty good.
Gold's the champagne of Four Loko.
So we've had the champagne of beers, now the look at that head. That's all foam.
Cody had the worst pour of all time.
Oh God, this is a lot too.
Yeah, almost 40.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Brady McCune, who almost strictly drinks 40s.
Attaboy, Brady.
That's a man right there.
All right, so let's get into our top 5.
We're going streaking! Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no!
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me.
Okay, so before we get started, we should probably define what a college movie is, because some of these, you might not think. I'm sure some people think college movie is Animal House, Old School, that it's the frat movie, it's the keggers, it's the party movie, but that's not exactly what we're doing here. It has to deal with either just leaving college, or going to college and discovering yourself and facing the future.
Isolation,
yeah.
With the setting being like a college transition of some point.
Some of us will probably have the Animal House, the Old Schools, but I think the top heavy part of our top 5, I think, will be
more meaningful.
Yeah, the embracing the future and figuring out who you are, that kind of thing.
Yeah, because I think graduating college is a pretty scary thing. You don't really know what the future holds, so a lot of these movies portray that very well.
Yes. So not so much, but we'll get into it.
Old School kills it.
So we will do what we did for the Christmas movies. We'll do our 5, 4, 3, all of us, and then our 2, 1. Everyone like to start in particular here.
Okay. Are we going to consider Whiplash a college movie? Because I consider it a college movie. Because he's a college student, and then it's a professor.
If we do, then that changes mine quite a bit.
I know. Because I wasn't even thinking about it. I just went through lists and Whiplash, and I'm like, yeah, that's a college movie.
Okay.
But is it? I mean, like...
I've never seen it, so I've got to abstain.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a college movie.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Whiplash is a college movie. All right, so let me re-rank mine here.
Kind of throws everything off for me, too.
Yeah. Okay. Damn.
Hey, now that the dust has settled, let's try the Coke.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Something good about it.
Cheers. Oh, my God. And we're already halfway through it. This Cobra's going to kill us. Actually, don't hate Cobra.
It's not bad. It's actually fine.
It's really not bad.
Yeah.
I've been missing out.
Miller High Life was water.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
This is more of a taste to it.
I mean, it's definitely a lot heavier. It is a malt liquor.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it.
No, me either.
It's a medium-bodied.
Yeah, you're not really going for quality with Cobra here, but
No, it's $2.
it gets the job done. Yeah,
It's not the Four Loko Gold.
No, it's not. It's not the champagne of malt liquors, but
What is? Old English?
Steel Reserve.
Steel Reserve, baby. I don't know. Who knows?
There is no champagne in malt liquors.
I don't drink many malt liquors, so I can't really be a judge here.
Oh, man.
But-
The smell is 20 times worse than the taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. Would anyone like to start with their number 5 here?
I'll start.
Okay.
I'm going Scream 2.
I knew you would. I knew you would.
I'm such a sucker for the Scream movies, but yeah. Great sequel. Kind of takes place a year after, where now they're in college, freshman year. She's in a sorority house, and there's 3 or 4 really intense scenes in this movie. Have you guys seen it?
I have not.
I've seen all the Screen movies, but I saw them like as they were coming out. I definitely need to rewatch them. But
Yeah.
I appreciate them as like in the canon that they are.
Yeah.
The Scream TV show that was on Netflix actually did really well. Actually, pretty good. But no, I think it was a good movie.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
I
Don't
like
hate
it.
pick.
So it ties directly into Scream 1. Same characters, everything?
Same characters, just go to college year after.
Not all the same character.
Well,
Yeah.
you haven't seen it?
So I guess spoilers for Scream 1 and also Scream 2. Who's the killer in 2? I will never watch this movie. Full disclosure.
Killer in 2, you think it's the boyfriend again, but it's...
Again, he's dead. Isn't he? Isn't he dying in 1?
Sorry, she gets a new boyfriend,
Okay.
and it's the boyfriend again, but then it ends up being the original killer's mom. Correct? Yeah. Yeah. We're going
Oh,
with
Wes
that.
Craven,
We're going
you.
with that. Yeah.
Okay. That's
It's good.
Does it make sense in the context of the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
3, the killer in 3, terrible. Doesn't make... I mean, it makes sense, but it's such a cheap trick. But no, this killer good.
Cheap Trick.
Monos are there.
Great band.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're alright.
Well, there's also a scene where Ghostface like crashes through the windshield, and she's a crawl over Ghostface. And you're not quite sure if he's unconscious or not. It's like a 10-minute scene.
10-minute scene.
It's probably 5, but it feels like 10 because it's so intense.
How long is Scream 2? Like
4.5 hours with 3 intermissions.
Should they bring back the intermission? I think they should.
For some movies, I would like it.
Like Avengers: Infinity War, would have loved an intermission.
Would have loved a little intermission.
Because I had to pee the entire time.
Also, I would love an intermission for horror movies, just because like
Take a breather.
You can talk a little bit too.
Take a breather. You can talk about it, and like if it's built to have an intermission, you talking to other people is just gonna build suspense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very fair.
Because when you watch a horror movie at home, usually you're talking like, "Who do you think it is?" But at the theater, you don't do that.
Me and Cody have watched 2 movies together. I love talking. I didn't think I'd like this before today. I love talking in the middle of the movie.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of fun, actually. Usually, the most movies I just watch by myself in my room as dark as possible. We've been watching movies in the living room today, and it's just like, I love talking through movies. I thought I always hated that, but
especially after you watch a movie for the first time.
Right, both movies. I guess St. Elmo's was not, but Graduate is the second time watching it, and just cracking jokes about the movie as you watch it is always a lot of fun.
I'm a huge jokester as it is.
Yeah.
I'm a hoot.
Cody had a
quote my mother.
Cody had a great joke during The Graduate today.
Oh, killed it.
But yeah, especially we do the same thing with This Is Us. So
Yes.
This is Butts.
This is Butts.
Big Kevin house.
Yeah.
Also,
deciding
Big
what
Kevin house for St. Elmo's Fire.
Yeah, deciding what like character side you're on as a house is just a lot of fun for some reason.
What, for St. Elmo's Fire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a movie.
That's not a house and a Big Kevin house.
That's not a movie.
That would be a perfect movie to watch in a group of people. I watched it myself.
Yeah, it's great.
You grow to hate most of the characters.
Yeah. And there's the intertwining plots. Everybody.
Yeah. It's great. Mike, I'm sorry. You're number 4.
Number 4 is Animal House. Not the biggest fan of it, but I feel like if we're doing a top 5 college movies, I need to have it on there.
Anyone have it higher?
I have it higher at 3.
Okay. So we'll probably talk about it when Cody gets to it. Yeah.
I'll get back to it. And then number 3 for me, and I assume you're going to have this higher, is Whiplash.
I also have it higher than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I am done for the time being.
Okay. Cody, want to go next?
All right. Coming in at 5, very much for the same reason as Mike was saying, like, in terms of college movies, I feel like I needed to throw at least 2 in there. So 5, Old School. Keegan, do you have Old School?
I have it at 5 as well, so we can talk about it now.
Let's talk about Old School.
Yeah, for me it was Old School or Scream 2. I went Scream 2 because I'm
for me, it was Old School or Animal House, where I think 1 is very outdated in terms of the humor and where they go with all this stuff. It's very, very Animal House being very problematic now, watching it back.
Yeah.
But Old School, I mean, it's only 15 years old now, but timeless. It still resonates. It's still fucking hilarious.
Super, super funny.
The start of the frat pack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Luke Wilson, Vaughn,
Will Ferrell, Owen Wilson,
Stiller, I think is part of it,
and Jack Black.
Yeah. So yeah, that movie's
and Steve Carell.
Yes, that movie is hysterical. But Cody, continue.
It's so funny. I mean,
my boy Blue.
It's probably the most quotable like college movie that I can think of.
Yeah.
There's so many. You're my boy Blue. I mean, the KY jelly scene is just absolutely hilarious. Will Ferrell streaking through the
streaking scene's unbelievable. Yeah.
The earmuffs.
Earmuffs, yeah.
Earmuffs.
I was told earmuffs so many times when I was growing up. I always hang out with my brothers when they were in the basement with their friends. Always Keegan earmuffs. Just put earmuffs. I was like, okay. The blow up doll. It's a nurse. Whatever.
I think it's really funny. I don't think it has like too much substance.
No.
Other than that.
It's just frosting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like very influential. It kind of shaped comedies for the next 10 years.
Is that Apatow? It's not it.
It's not Apatow.
No.
I don't know if it's super influential, but
it's beginning of the frat pack.
Yeah, they went on to do great stuff. Those guys.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah.
I think.
So I guess
their
so. Yeah,
careers
right.
like dominated for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I can give it. I can give that to you.
They were very much.
Take it, Mike.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right.
So that's Old School.
Old School. Great flick.
Number 4. I'm going Legally Blonde.
Wow!
Good pick. Good pick.
All right. Witherspoon or Bullock?
Reese Witherspoon.
What is Bullock in?
You're thinking of Miss Congeniality.
I am.
Because the covers look exactly the
Yes,
same.
they do.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Look it up.
I think if we're talking about timeless college movies, Legally Blonde has to go in it. And Elle Woods, like, really, absolutely nothing wrong with it. She's not a problematic character at all, like someone you can really root for. And it kind of shifts the scene of male-dominated college movies into the female aspect and shows the female in college thriving and, like, going to Harvard Law, absolutely killing it. It was originally adapted from a book, has now been adapted for Broadway, has done really well on Broadway. I think Witherspoon kills it.
Yeah, it's her coming out party. Yeah, really good character. Also, this has influenced a lot of females to go into law school. I really think it had a big impact on that.
It's kind of nuts. Like, it's kind of very, like, I guess it covered a mainstream movie, but, like, not like a super, like, not a huge movie, I should say. And for it to influence as many people as it did.
I would,
It's beloved.
Yeah.
I'd say that it's Witherspoon's probably largest role.
Yeah.
Her best known role.
I think that's I think that's what she's most known for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I've only seen it on TV, and when I was, like, very young, so I don't know it too well.
I love the last court scene, how she figures it out. She
goes to Harvard, right?
Yeah.
Goes to Harvard.
Funny enough, she's a fashion merchandising student. At 4.0, gets 179 out of 180 on the LSAT, and applies to Harvard Law because she wants to get back at her boyfriend because her boyfriend thought she was too dumb.
How many times does Harvard come up in this in our top 5?
Harvard will at least come up one more time.
At least one more time.
Give him my double burger.
I love my double burger.
Your Boston accent's
horrible
terrible.
Boston accent even cut out during.
Do we need to finish this Cobra?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we can't move on.
All right, send it over here.
And then number 3, let's talk about it. Animal House. This
is one of the most watched movies in our house, at least last couple years. Our roommate Don, big Animal House guy.
I'd say it's probably the best known college stereotypical college movie.
When you think college movie, you probably think Animal House.
Yeah. Yeah. You if you go to a freshman year like poster sale, you're gonna see
Jim Belushi in the college.
Jim Belushi in the college.
Yeah.
You walk around a dorm room, you're gonna see a trillion other sweatshirts. Like, this is something that not every, but a lot of kids that want to go live the party life in college
aspire to be.
Aspire to be.
Yeah.
Aspire to be John Belushi peeping through females' windows.
Yeah, so
unfortunately super problematic.
Yeah.
We should just say John Landis directed it. John Landis is a great director. National Lampoons, a very early one of their movies. But the problematic stuff, oh man, it's tough to watch now in 2018. It's
super cringy.
Yeah.
There's some really tough scenes.
There is pretty much like a date rape scene at one point.
What's a date rape scene?
When it's at the party, she's passed out drunk.
And he just keeps kissing her.
And he's got the devil on the shoulder and the angel. Angel's like, don't do it. And the devil's like,
yeah.
I
totally blacked out. Does Belushi play the angels in that?
No, it's not Belushi.
It's whoever the character.
I forget who it was. Yeah.
I was Belushi.
But yeah, there's Belushi peeping Tom on people. I think a chick Belushi I can't remember what he does to the girl, but he ends up marrying her later. But it's that should not have happened at all, because it's one of those things where the credits roll and then it says where every character's at afterwards. And it's like, oh no, that shouldn't have happened at all. But
even just the way that they're interacting with women, the dialogue when they're hitting on the women in the diner, it's just super cringy, super problematic.
Oh, but there's still fun stuff in there. There's still the I'm a zit, smashes his cheeks, and the cream comes out. There's the teeing off on the army guys as they're doing their drills and stuff. There's still a lot of fun stuff there, but
there's also the shout scene.
Yes, shout's incredible.
That's what really did it for me.
Yeah.
The shout scene is all time one of the best college scenes in a movie. there's the motorcycle up the stairway.
Yes.
Which it was actually inspired by Ohio State Fiji, which is pretty cool. So,
which is Cody is in. Cody's in Fiji.
When they were doing the making of the movie, they traveled around to different college campuses and they explained what they were doing, what movie they were making, and essentially asked, "Hey, show off, do the dumbest things you can do. We're trying to get some ideas for this." And one of the fraternity brothers rode his motorcycle up the stairwell in the house on 17th.
Wow.
Fun fact: Jack Nicklaus, Ohio State Fiji.
Golden Bear.
The Golden Bear.
Damn.
Greatest golfer of all time.
No. How about Fiji?
Good for Fiji.
Very good.
They've come a long way since then.
So now Cody McCune.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's my 3. My TED Talk.
Yeah, I think
Solid.
all good movies.
Yeah.
So we have 6 movies? Have I gone yet?
No, you have not gone yet. I don't think me and Cody. No, we agreed on Animal House.
Yeah.
Okay. So my number 5, Old School, which we talked about already. My list has recently changed with the addition of Whiplash. 22 Jump Street.
Oh yeah.
It's my number 4.
It's honorable mention for me.
This is a very rare sequel comedy that is just as funny, if not funnier, than the original. I've seen the first one more. I've only seen 22 Jump Street in theaters with my brother Brendan, so I've only seen it one time, but I remember just rolling laughing. Jimmy Tatro comes into this movie, who's hilarious. Jillian from Workaholics is great in this movie, and then Ice Cube and the daughter, their whole dynamic.
Adding the daughter dynamic is just
unbelievable.
hilarious, and how they flipped the script and made
Yeah.
Jonah Hill the cool guy, and Channing Tatum have to figure it out, and him being on the football team but not really fitting in.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Kinda
Jonah
some
Hill
norms
just
there.
crushing it.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It's so funny.
And it has one of the funniest scenes that I could think of for any of these movies, when Channing Tatum finally puts it together that Jonah Hill hooked up with Ice Cube's daughter, because
it's literally
it takes him as long as it takes for the sloth in Zootopia. And you see his face.
The camera is literally on Jonah Hill for about a minute, and it's just him staring what the fuck's going on? And then, oh my god! And he just goes nuts. It's so
skipping around.
Yeah, he's
you hooked up with the captain's daughter. You hooked up with the captain's
it's
daughter.
so funny. And they take the action even further in this one too. They throw a grenade at a helicopter. It goes nuts. And then even the post-credit scene where they go through
23 Jump Street 24.
Jump Street 99 or whatever. They go so far, they're nuns at one point. The movie is just, it's so self-aware of what it is. And it's so funny.
I mean, what's a better sequel comedy?
When Nature Calls, I think, is better than Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. I'm in a very minority on that part, but otherwise, it's not many.
Usually they're brutal.
Yeah,
this
usually
one's
they're
not
tough.
even close to being brutal. This one's...
It's so funny. I love that movie a lot, and I wish I've seen it more, but I've just seen it the one time.
I've only seen it once, too.
And then my number 3 new addition is Whiplash.
Hey, so we agreed on that.
Yeah, no, I think it is a college movie because it's definitely...
No, it was 3 on mine, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe my favorite movie on my top 5, but in terms of college movie, it's not the best college movie.
That's fair. It's a top 10 all-time movie for me. But my
it's up there for me as well.
The other 2 movies are in my top 6, I'm going to say.
Very fair. This is Damien Chazelle's. I don't think it'll ever be better than this, which is tough to say in an early career, but this is an absolutely brilliant movie. The music is incredible. Miles Teller will never be better than this. There's simply no way.
J.K. Simmons,
literally probably the best performance I've ever seen in a movie ever, which
he's
is
the most terrifying villain
unbelievable.
Ever.
Yeah.
And he's a band director.
And he's so likable also at the same time, and he's such a sack of shit throughout the entire movie.
And then the last scene.
The last scene is... There's a couple of really good last scenes, especially from my top 3. The last scenes stand out for sure. But this is something... I mean, I love this movie so much. And I'm amazed... In hindsight, I think this will be the best movie from the year it came out. it lost to Birdman and Boyhood. Mike was going to be triggered by that he thinks Boyhood's probably a better movie, but Whiplash is absolutely incredible.
Whiplash is far and away my second favorite movie from that year. It's a phenomenal movie. I think everyone would like it too.
Yeah, it's intense as shit. It's a great story. It's small though. It's like not like you're not trying to save the world or anything. It's a very small, contained movie. I don't think it's very long either, but yeah,
40 minutes.
I would recommend this movie to just about everyone.
It was originally a short, had to do proof of concept.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, let's take a quick 30. Mike finished the rest of that Cobra, and get into this, I guess, Rolling Rock.
Rolling Rock.
This is a tall task.
We have what? We still have Hams, Rolling Rock,
Natty,
Loco, Natty, Bush, and Beast. So it's going to be a chug off here, boys.
As far as buffer time, because I think that we're going to dive into our 1s and 2s and have
pretty
more
similar
than
1s and 2s, but yeah.
3 beers left. Let's go through our honorable mention.
Yeah, we should.
We should. We would agree on our probably 1 and 2, and we'll talk about it more. But so honorable mention. Mike, you want to go?
Yeah. First off, my top of my head is Everybody Wants Some. Richard Linklater movie that came out 2 years ago.
Spiritual sequel to Dazed and Confused, a legendary movie.
Yep. Takes place like a year or two after Dazed and Confused takes place. Early 80s. Follows a baseball team. They live in a house first weekend before school starts. Traditionally, people just kind of
welcome week.
Yeah,
everyone just drinks.
People just booze. Follows one freshman in particular. It's really good. It's very much Dazed and Confused. It will age very well. Not many people saw when it came out, but yeah.
I think general consensus is that period pieces probably do age better, just because it's already not in the era that's being filmed in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't see why Everybody Wants Some would not age better than most movies.
Great music, obviously.
I really wanted to see it. When it came out, though, I wasn't a fan of Dazed and Confused, and I've since come around on the movie. We watched it a couple days ago, actually.
I wasn't in the house, but I watched it over the summer. I really like it. McConaughey, his character...
McConaughey still a show, for sure.
Terrific. The one line is super creepy, and I hate it, but overall, it's an awesome movie.
Yeah. Yeah, and even that line, which is... I won't utter here... I still actually enjoy the line because it's so iconic.
What is the line?
These girls stay the same age.
Oh, and I keep.
I get older, but yeah. Not a great line, but I still think it's funny, and it's so well shot that line too, because there's noise. He walks out by himself. He says it with no noise to interrupt it, and it's just a really good, well shot line. And you knew Linklater knew that line would be iconic, right? As he said it.
I was gonna say, I think that there are 2 iconic lines from that movie, and it's that line, and then McConaughey delivers the other one, where it's, "You smoking that joint?" No.
Oh, do you have a joint?
Do you have a joint? No. Oh, it should be cool if you did.
Be cool if you did, yeah. Yeah. No, and it's a very stoner movie, which I'm not. I can't really vibe with that crowd. I just don't really know that crowd at all. But it's still very high school and just not knowing what you want to do at all, and just still kind of come to grips with.
I think that's my favorite high school movie. It is. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean it's really good.
Superbad, probably my favorite high school movie.
Mine's Dazed and Confused.
But that's a different podcast. But yeah, good movie. And great soundtrack too. Absolutely incredible.
Great fucking soundtrack.
Most of the budget went to the soundtrack.
What's the opening song? Aerosmith song?
Sweet Emotion.
And that was a 10th of their budget? A 7th of their budget?
Yeah, a big amount. I think it was probably $10 million budget, and soundtrack was probably 9 of the 10 because they're all newcomers, and a lot of really famous people got their start in that movie.
Affleck's underratedly in that movie.
Yeah, Affleck, McConaughey, Rosamund, it's not Rosamund Pike, but it's someone. Yeah, there's a bunch of notable people in that movie. Another honorable mention is St. Elmo's Fire, which me and Cody watched today. Mike, you watched yesterday?
Yep.
It's a movie when I saw the name Joel Schumacher directed, I was like, oh god, what the fuck are we in for?
Wait, what else is Joel Schumacher
done?
Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. And also Phantom of the Opera, which are just 3 terrible movies. But I don't know, I liked it. It's 7 characters that you just follow. You follow their couple days together.
2 months after graduation.
Yeah, they're doing a lot. We're doing a lot of the stuff that Graduate's doing, which we'll talk about later, I assume. Where it's like, what are we doing? Like after graduation, like
the limbo period.
What's my role here?
Okay, I just had this 4-year period.
Shit.
Supposed to be figuring my life out,
but now I haven't yet.
Figure your life out,
right?
And it's you watch the characters
and you see
try to figure it out and how they blunder, and you watch. It's a wild ride. They have successes, they have failures. Some get it, some don't. Some want to like move on. The others
some
are really
reaching back.
Yeah, and it's cool because you see the guy that's from the jump super successful with Judd Nelson's character, who's already making probably like 6 figures. You know, he's already loaded. And then you see the girl working like social work, who's making jack shit. The kid that's like working as a waiter in a bar at a college bar. So you see a different bunch of point of views. But the thing that trips me out about this movie is, of the 7 characters, I hate 5 of them by the end of it.
Yeah.
As me and Cody said throughout the movie, we're Kevin and Leslie House. I love Kevin throughout the entire thing.
Is Kevin
he's the writer.
Right. Okay.
He's the cynic.
Oh, yeah.
He's such a cynic.
He's funny though.
He shits on everything, but he's funny.
And you get him.
And you understand him, and his personality makes sense within the other personalities within the friend group. And it's like you understand why he thinks these things, or like why he says the things that he does, and how he interacts, why he kind of holds his tongue for most of the movie.
Yeah.
After seeing how his other friends are.
He seems real, too.
Yes.
Like, the most real.
Yeah. Because he puts up a persona that's not really what he's thinking.
Right. Yeah, and then his love interest is Leslie,
and
who I think is... I love Leslie.
Yes.
Leslie is the best female character for sure, and maybe the best character in the entire movie, I'd say.
I think we all were falling for Leslie by the end of the movie.
Yeah, she's fantastic. And also, Mike said, the movie is very Breakfast Club, and I thought, just probably in feel, but there's like
in character 5
characters that carry over, which is pretty funny. But
it's the Brat Pack.
Yeah, but it's not John Hughes. It's
no, it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that the actors did a good enough job distancing themselves. It feels very Breakfast Club.
Same year. How about that?
Wow.
So
are you serious?
Yeah, one year they're playing high school seniors, and then same year they're playing
graduating seniors in college.
But they look very much the age.
Well, Judd Nelson looks 45 in both movies, so that's not tough.
Let me double check.
He looks 27.
Judd Nelson is old as fuck in both movies.
No. Like St. Elmo's Fire, I never felt like, this person's too old.
I'm like
Breakfast
Club.
It fits better.
Breakfast Club. I'm like, he's a 10th year senior.
Yeah.
In St. Elmo's Fire, I'm like, yeah, he's just a white collar guy who like wants to make it into politics.
Yeah, but what it boils down to is literally like Rob Lowe's a bad guy. Judd Nelson's a bad guy.
A lot of the people are
just bad people.
Inherently bad.
They're just bad people.
Rob Lowe's trying. He sucks.
And then Emilio Estevez is just like a creep. Like it's like, and it sucks. Like,
I didn't like his.
It works out too. It's like
that shouldn't work out. I hate it.
That's so 80s though. That's so 80s.
Good scene, like good final scenes. Him driving out like fists out the back, like that sucks. And then they're just like joking about like, we are all friends. No, they've been ruining their lives.
Yeah.
They're like ruining each other's lives.
It's 80s to the point where like shit that shouldn't work and like relationships that shouldn't work end up happening. Yeah. And that's what's so 80s about it, which is just so like problematic and just not great.
Only 2 of the characters are likable.
Yeah. And even Leslie and Kevin both do stuff that isn't great, but like it's just for the most part they're good, I guess.
And they don't end up together.
No, which is fine. Which I didn't hate.
I'm more Kevin than I am Leslie because Kevin sticks to his guns a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Leslie, in the face of adversity, went back to Alec and was like, "Hey, you've been a total shitbag to me, but
yeah." I was surprised to see that the movie is 44% Rotten Tomatoes.
I was surprised too.
Because you see on top 10 college movies, you see it pretty high usually.
Very cult following,
and it's 44%, which is not great.
I liked it. It's a ball of fun.
It's very long. It keeps going. It keeps going.
I broke it up in 2s.
Which is probably a good way to do it. Yeah. No. Because there's no, like, it's not like a third act built movie where, like, this is where the characters are going. It's just like, this is a scene, this is a scene, this is a scene. It all kind of ties in together. Yeah, no, it's very long. Demi Moore, man, is
gorgeous.
So hot. She's so hot in this movie. I love the 80s hair, though. It's
I
like,
love 80s fashion.
What is this? What are you doing with your hair?
Fashion.
Rob Lowe is George Michael in that movie.
Yeah.
He's George Michael, and
he's also Billy from Stranger Things too.
Billy from Stranger Things. It called that out earlier today.
Just like Billy.
And they're both named Billy.
And they're both bad characters.
Terrible people.
The same character.
Yes.
The same exact character.
It is the same character. Except for Rob Lowe lays down the sax in one scene.
Oh, funny story.
Yeah, fun. Yeah,
so,
it's a good story.
Rob Lowe, in the movie, they had someone that played behind the curtain.
Quincy Jones, right?
No.
Oh, just different guy. Okay.
No,
okay.
they had someone just play behind the curtain. But Rob Lowe was at a fundraising event in which Quincy Jones and Bill Clinton, Slick Willie, they were both in attendance. And Quincy Jones, a very famous musician, has had his hand in literally every single thing that you could think of. And then Bill Clinton, actually a huge saxophonist. And the house band asked Rob Lowe, they're like, hey, we actually know the song from St. Elmo's Fire, like, you should come up and play. And he came up and, like, asked them, he was like, hey, like, I don't know how to play it, will you fake it? And so they fake it, but the crowd doesn't know. And so Bill Clinton hand wrote him a letter and goes, I loved your performance, I thought it was awesome, I'd love to do a duet with you sometime and just jam. And Rob Lowe had to, like, tell Bill Clinton, who was the president of the United States at the time, that was just, I'm a complete phony. That was not me playing.
That's a great story.
I know. It's pretty wild.
That was brutal. Do you guys like the song St. Elmo's Fire? It's
the song is money.
Yes. Yeah. I've always liked that song. Never seen the
too.
movie until now.
Yeah. I'm going to pee again.
So another mention.
Oh, my favorite scene from St. Elmo's Fire, though, was when they were about to walk into the bar again and, like, let's go to another bar. And they don't go to...
Oh, yeah. Good end scene. Good end scene.
It's good end scene.
Alright, so I just finished my Rolling Rock.
You finished the whole 16
I finished my entire 16
hours.
hours. These... Okay.
They go down, like...
Full disclosure. We bought a lot of Tall Boy 6-packs here, and man, it's a lot to drink. But Rolling Rock...
I don't mind.
I kind of enjoyed. Again, our rating for these beers will be very subjective and suspect by the end of this because we'll be pretty drunk. But
everything's gonna go down like water.
Yes.
With that being said, I like Rolling Rock more than I do High Life.
It's my one right now.
Yeah. It has a little bit of grass flavor, but I think it's good.
I'm gonna drink this once again to see.
Just like mowed lawn, but I kind of like
mowed lawn. Okay. So what's our next one? Because I am fully on the next one.
God, I'm way behind. I gotta take a pee. You guys can talk, introduce the beer. I'll be quick.
You and I can chit chat about. Actually, no. I want to hear what Mike's thoughts are on whether or not Toy Story 3 is a college movie.
Yeah, that's gonna decide a lot.
Toy Story 3?
Yeah. For him, not for me.
Oh, because Andy goes to college.
Yeah.
And so...
And they kind of...
Because Andy's going to college, it's a transition period, not only for him, for the toys, and they are realizing, and they are fully aware that Andy is going to college and leaving them. They don't know if they're going to college with Andy or if they're going to someone else.
I honestly don't hate it at all.
I don't hate it either.
Because the themes are spot on.
Yes. The only problem with that is that fully changes my top 5.
Which, I mean, I don't think we have to rework the top 5. I think that after we go through 1 and 2, when we create our working top 5, like the consensus top 5, I think it'll be there.
I guess the fact that it wasn't even considered is kind of telling, because the last thing I think about when I think of Toy Story 3 is Andy going to college. I think of the toys on their last leg. I think of just them coming to their end in the saddest way possible, and then not finding a new life. I know. But Andy going to college, I don't think. I think
starts the casket events though.
Yeah, I guess.
Like,
and that last scene,
and
that last scene is so great too.
Exist, and it's the timeline that they followed follows the timeline that someone at that age would have been going to college.
Yeah.
When Toy Story 1 and 2 came out, Toy Story 3 came out when my brother was a senior in high school.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm getting started on the hams, by the way. Full disclosure.
I'm behind. I'll catch up.
Yeah, I guess. I don't
I never
know.
would have thought it.
we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out in our time.
I also wouldn't have thought of Whiplash either.
Well, Whiplash makes total sense.
Whiplash makes total sense, and so does Toy Story 3. So I'm gonna give my top 5, and I'm gonna change my top 5 probably.
I think that
we come to
Toy Story 3
consensus.
works. Monsters U works as a better college movie.
Without a doubt.
But
Okay.
Toy
No,
Story
it's
3
the-
is Monsters U is the better college movie.
This is going to come back to our initial definition. It's the traditional college movie. It's the college frat. You know, they have that whole scene where yeah. But
our definition of like
You're
your more meaningful
feeling-
transition,
right.
and a better college movie, because we are making this list to provide the best college movies.
Yeah.
Best college movies, I'd put Toy Story 3 over.
yeah, I don't even like Monsters U as a movie fully.
Monsters U's a shitty movie.
It sucks.
You know what?
It's fine. No, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
However,
it's kind of underrated.
It's
but
nuts.
it's not good.
No,
people
it's-
hate it.
It's crazy because I saw Monsters U at a drive-thru
Same, actually.
where you see it. We see 2 movies back to back.
Yep.
And I
Planet
saw
of the Apes and Monsters U.
Oh my god! How good is Apes?
I saw Planet Apes and Drive-In too. So did Keegan.
So did I actually. Apes is amazing.
I own a truck. Let's go with from Europe. Let's go.
For the record, Apes Drive-In experience.
Aside from how good Apes is, we all know how good Apes is, just for circus. I saw Monsters U with Despicable Me 2, and it's weird for DreamWorks or Illumination to outshine Pixar. It wasn't even close. Despicable Me 2 is a fucking fantastic movie.
Oh, yeah.
And Monsters U is like,
I would take Minions over Monsters too.
It's like totally fun. It's like okay. It's like it's so weird. It sucks
You know the
because
characters, and you're like, I love the characters. It's like, sure, they were in college at one time.
Yeah. It's like it's like there's nothing there. And it's just so strange because I haven't even seen Despicable Me 1 at this point. But I was like, oh my god, 2 is so good. 2 is so good. And then Monsters U was like, can we go home? Like, this is boring as fuck.
You put cliche movie references.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
It's not great.
For Pixar to miss that badly at that point, it was like, wow, this is pretty telling.
So I have 3 more honorable mentions that we can just quickly talk through, and then I say we go 1 and 2, and then make our top 5.
Right.
So American Pie, I think that should be in there.
Yes, yes, it should be.
I don't think that it's nearly as good as Old School or Animal House.
No. Also, American Pie 2 as well.
Yeah.
They're still in college
or
at that
Beta
point.
House.
Yeah.
Or Naked Lap. Or Naked Mile. Like,
yeah.
I think that they just kind of...
They're doing their thing.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
They were probably inspired by the other, and I just don't think that
Animal
they
House,
did as well.
most apparently, yeah.
Yeah. The other one, Social Network.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is a movie I regret not seeing before we made this list. I watched it as a sophomore in high school and did not like it. However, I'm a big David Fincher fan and a big Sorkin fan, big Eisenberg fan,
and Justin Timberlake.
big Timberlake fan, big Rooney Mara fan, big Andrew Garfield fan. So I think this is one, if I rewatched it may have been higher on my list, but I just really didn't love it when I saw it.
Armie Hammer fan, too.
And big Armie Hammer fan, who is so attractive.
I loved the
Yeah.
movie when I saw it. I guess I just didn't think about it as... I thought of it more as the Facebook movie, less than a college movie.
And I also saw it as the Fizz movie, not as a Fincher movie or a Sorkin movie, which I think now... And I liked movies back then. Like, I've always enjoyed movies, but I never really enjoyed the craft of it. And having both Fincher and Sorkin behind it is, like, something that is going to work probably regardless of what the source material is, but...
They say this is a movie that sums up a generation. We're going into another movie that we're eventually going to talk about that sums up the baby boomer generation.
Yeah.
This one, the tech generation, I guess? I don't know what they're called. Oh, not the millennials.
We're millennials.
It's like...
And
but it's the early millennials.
Yeah.
It's like 10 years older than us.
Yeah.
The tech boom generation.
It's still millennials. They're 82 to like 96.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's still millennials, but
Yeah.
it's not our movie.
I'm sure in hindsight this movie is probably pretty high on my list, but
Yes.
Did not watch
I haven't
it.
seen it. I wanted to see it today. I just didn't get time to.
Yeah.
And then Drumline.
Me too. Drumline's on my honorable mention.
It's
Flames. Also, Zoe Saldana. Edit.
you have a stroke.
Zoe Saldana is the woman.
That was Zoe. Zoe Saldana.
It's Zoe. Oh, maybe it is Zoe.
That was Zoe Saldana.
I think it's Zoe. I don't know.
Right.
But she's the love interest in that movie, which is kind of nuts. Who plays Gamora in the
Never seen
Avengers movies.
Drumline.
Nick Cannon, like, I think that this is probably his best work.
Yes.
And I'm a big Nick Cannon fan. And
Words I never thought would be uttered on movie ReBrew.
hear me out. So I've been with Nick Cannon since Nickelodeon, as I'm sure you guys probably have if you had cable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jacob Rossi.
Don't shout him out. The guy sucks.
No, but
Fuck you, Jacob.
Nick Cannon actually does a really good job in this movie. The music in it is really what makes it.
Oh, it's so good. Drumlines are fucking dope, dude.
And
They're sick.
there are a lot of scenes where you're just like, this is a sick movie. You're like, he's kind of a badass. He's playing on the other guy's drum.
Yeah.
He's helping his friends out. Like, there are a lot of times where you're like, this is really cool. Unfortunately, I just thought of it more as a cool band movie
Yeah.
and less of a cool college movie.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Despite us going to a college with the best damn band in the land. Like,
Right.
I still was like,
Right.
eh,
Yeah.
whatever.
And to the same vein, Pitch Perfect. I really enjoy it.
Pitch Perfect, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let's first chug this hams.
Wow.
Keegan is just.
I literally just poured my hand.
I'm way ahead of you guys in terms of. Okay, so I'll get started here. I'll get to my honorable mentions here. Pitch Perfect was my number 5. Before we started this podcast, I said I have a wild number 5 that you guys might hate. It was Pitch Perfect.
Whiplash bumped it.
Whiplash bumped it. I was gonna say unfortunately, but not really unfortunately because that's just a better movie. Pitch Perfect. I still listen to the Troublemaker's final song and the Bard and Bella's final song.
How does the Troublemaker final song go?
Bop bop ooh bop.
Yeah.
I was living for the weekend.
That's what it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He got it.
That's the cold open.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that song fucks you
So,
up.
fuck you, Cody.
Adam Devine.
I think if anyone watches Pitch Perfect, they will have a good time. I think it's
It's a joyride.
it is an absolute joyride, and people, you can call it gay just from
Jesus.
Wow.
No. God, the old traditional term of this is gay, this is stupid. You watch it though, it is so funny, entertaining, and like the music is incredible.
Oh, you're tapping your foot.
Oh, it's so good. I listen to the soundtrack consistently still.
Ben Platt in it.
Ben Platt is incredible. Holy shit, he's so good.
Honestly, Ben Platt, like, for me, steals the show.
Yeah, no, he's amazing.
I think he does just a completely remarkable job. His work on Dear Evan Hansen. I mean, he's been in performance art has been his entire life. His dad worked on Broadway so he's had that exposure. He's been kind of primed to do this as his entire life. He steals the show for me. I think he absolutely crushes
I
it.
was stoked to put this at number 5.
Yeah, no.
Stoked.
And I think part of the reason why it gets a bad rap is because Pitch Perfect 2 and 3 are considered terrible movies. Or close to it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen them,
they get worse, for sure.
I haven't seen them, but they're not considered
I fell in love with Anna Kendrick here.
Yeah.
Brittany
the
Stowe.
song is very charming.
And then Anna something who married Austin Schuyler, whatever the fuck his name is.
I think the whole...
Or Schuyler Austin, who's the guy.
I think the Fat Amy gimmick, and I feel
The worst
comfortable saying that it is a gimmick.
Yes,
in the movie,
for sure.
I think that it really takes away from the notoriety that it could have had. It could have been a much better movie, maybe not as funny of a movie, but it could have been a better movie if you just don't put the gimmick in.
And I think in 2 and 3 they just blow up Amy to it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Amy, who's a perfect side character, becomes like a main character. It's like, no, this isn't what it is.
It's like the Hangovers with the
it's like making
with the doctor. What's his name?
Doug.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No,
the Asian doctor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Went to Duke.
Kim. That's racist.
It blows up and
yeah.
All right,
no, it's like making C-3PO your main guy. It's like, no, he's a great side character. You keep Fat Amy on the side. You don't make her your main dish. Yeah.
I think C-3PO drives the plot a lot more than...
R2-D2 drives the plot a lot more.
Nope. I think that C-3PO drives it more than R2-D2.
Fuck off!
No.
Wow.
Hear me out.
Watch A New Hope again.
Yeah. No.
Oh my God.
I'm going to tell you right now, without C-3PO pointing out R2-D2 specifically in the line of R2 units, then he's never chosen.
Fucking C-3PO goes in the wrong direction to start that goddamn movie. They land on Tatooine, he goes in the wrong direction. R2-D2 was on a...
You're right.
On a mission.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm sorry to keep on this, for the record. No, I mean, that's the best tandem of all time.
Okay, fine. Okay, he does pick out C3 or R2 in that unit, in that thing. But great fan theory, R2-D2 has the Force. That's why he makes that one droid blow up.
I'm comfortable with that fan theory.
Very comfortable.
And
look,
the creators of Star Wars know that people have that fan theory, and they gave BB-8 more power.
Look.
BB-8 crushes.
I'll say three things. I love C-3PO. I love R2.
C-3PO is my grandmother.
Yes, he's such an old soul. He's an old soul. I love R2-D2, who is the hero of the first trilogy. And then 3, BB-8 is the cutest character put to film in like 60 years.
Since Thumper.
I know, it's incredible.
Actually, Baby Groot.
Baby Groot.
Okay,
Baby
fuck Disney, you sons of bitches. They know what they're doing.
Baby Groot. Oh my god.
But yeah, BB-8 is BB-8's incredible.
But yeah, I agree for Baby Groot.
Yes. 3 more
3 more honorable mentions.
Accepted, which is a movie me and Mike saw.
Ask me about my wiener.
Hilarious.
Yeah, a great concept.
South Harvard Institute of Technology.
Justin Long is great. Jonah Hill is fantastic. It's just not like it doesn't rise above the average comedy. It is what it is. It's okay.
We saw it for my 13th birthday?
Yes, we did.
You've got funny call-outs, nothing new.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Jonah Hill's big break, I guess.
Rudy, which I'm sure some people will be very upset with us about. Yeah. Rudy is a great sports movie. It's an okay college movie. Very early Vince Vaughn and both Jon Favreau as well. And Sean Astin, who is my favorite Lord of the Rings character ever.
Everyone loves Sean Astin.
As Samwise.
Favreau's in this movie?
Favreau is Samwise's... see, there's my bias. Is Rudy's friend. Who's her name?
It's been a while since I've seen Rudy then.
Yeah,
Favreau is also in my dad's favorite movie of all time.
Swingers.
No, The Replacements.
Oh.
He is the linebacker in it.
There you
also, Favreau, friend of the podcast.
Love Favreau.
I love him.
Love Favreau here. No, Rudy is a great sports movie.
Not a good
it doesn't.
No, because it's very unrealistic. It's right, yeah. It's just not like they don't tackle the issues that you would tackle with college. It's just kind of a sports.
Yeah. Some people will be, "Oh, we are Marshall," and you're like, "No,
no,
you're not Marshall.
You're not Marshall. Fuck off." All right.
And then we talk about American Pie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are my honorable mentions. Mike, you got any extras to add?
I think we hit them all.
I'm gonna crush this hams and then move on to the next one.
I'm getting the ice.
Behind the hams.
I'm killing you guys.
I also drank a little bit before this podcast.
Yeah, so did we. We watched The Graduate together, and we
had 2 beers. Good beers. 2 heavy beers.
Yeah,
not really heavy beers, but craft beers.
Alright, yeah, a hammer today.
After hams, what we got? Bush.
Should we get a natty?
So we have natty.
Bush. I say we finish with 4 Loko because that's gonna be the end of my night, no matter what.
Okay, so
Get up.
Bush, natty, beast, Loco. Ramp up at the end.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we're really gonna ramp up.
I'm not gonna make it this podcast.
Hams. When I texted my dad, should hams back in the day? He goes, oh yeah, garbage. It's like a fine, light beer. You can get 30 hams for 25 cents. No, that's not true.
I mean, back in the day,
probably. No, you can get 30 hams for $10. Hams is totally fine.
Hams is good.
Yeah, it's not good. It's fine. No, it's totally fine.
So far, hams are my favorite. I'll say that.
Okay. That's fine.
That makes sense because of the amount that we've been drinking.
Yes.
So far, I have...
No, wait. For the record,
High Life
I had a ham... I just want to say, I had a ham at noon today, and I liked it. Not noon.
Oh, okay.
When you guys came. I had a ham before you guys came. I'm like, wow, this is really good.
My notes. High Life equals good, exclamation point.
Wow.
Cobra has a bite.
Has a bite.
That should be their slogan.
Yeah.
Rolling Rock hams equal each other. So
Oh, okay.
I like
Okay.
it.
Full disclosure, I've been rolling ahead of you guys, so I'm on my Bush. As these two slug their beer and to catch up. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Pretty out of character on my terms, too. Like,
To be behind?
yeah.
Yeah, you love
usually
slugging.
Typically slug a beer.
Helen's a different zone today.
So next beer for us is going to be Bush Light. We've all finished our hams.
Yeah, me and Cody had a chug off.
All right, cool.
Bush Light, not the biggest fan.
I was between Bush and Bush Light. Is the Bush Light the more
Light's on the ground.
is Bush Light the more college beer?
Then
Because
hams?
no,
one
no,
drinks
no, no,
hams.
no, no.
So
Between Bush and Bush Light, because I looked at the cans. Bush seems more. That's one I recognize.
when I typically think of college beers, I think of light beers.
That's fair. Yeah.
So I would say Bush Light. When I typically think of people that are trying to get the most bang for their buck, I think of the Four Locos, the Cobras, and then your heavy beers or your ice.
Yeah.
Your beast.
Your Milwaukee's Best Ice.
Yeah.
So I think that we have a good running list of the things that people drink.
I think we've checked off enough boxes here.
Enough shitty boxes.
Enough shitty boxes.
I love a good shitty box.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Those are my sexual preferences. So.
Oh my god.
Wait. I mean, we were being a little bit conspicuous, and now it's just...
So I think that this would be good for the podcast. We're a little bit behind on beers. Keegan and I raced today because we are super unathletic. And
Two of the slowest people you'll ever see.
Really?
Yeah.
I know
it
from
is
Helen. I'm shy from Cody.
I have been made fun of my entire life about how slow I am.
We played back our Snapchat video. I'm like, is this slow motion? We're barely moving.
I'm so slow that the people in the house that have seen me run thought that Keegan would beat me. I also thought that Keegan would beat me.
I thought I'd beat
And
Cody too.
Keegan thought he would beat me.
Yeah.
And
You're a big guy, though. Those strides don't keep
No,
going.
dude, we are
they don't. I
we
have
are
heavy feet.
disgustingly slow. It's
He-
embarrassing how slow
I'm
we
not
are.
fast, either. I don't think I would have helped at all.
So when I was trying to get recruited for college football,
College football, college hockey.
people would have their clipboards out for the first event, and it was the 40-yard dash. And they would put their clipboards away after they saw me run because they're like, yeah, this guy just has no chance. So, historically slow. Keegan beat me in our first race today.
There you go,
Beat him
Helen.
in the second.
Thanks, dog.
The third one, absolute wash, doesn't count. We need to have a rerun. And to the listeners, all of our listeners out here, John Favreau, Jeff Goldblum, it doesn't mean that Keegan blew me out. It means that one of us got a bad jump, and
Use that ball bat tub.
we're gonna. It's a wash.
It's a wash. Full disclosure, I didn't finish that hams can.
But to solve it, here, pour it in the rest of that cup. We're
This
gonna
is a
solve it
full
with-
cup of Bush. Chug off.
I saw you chugging it.
Oh, Bush and
We'll top it off.
Bush mixed with hams.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to chug this beer. But
Oh no, we're doing a chug off here. Me v Cody, live on the cast,
So this is to decide
off the rails already.
who is faster.
Okay,
This makes total sense.
I want to get smoked, but we'll see how it goes.
No, you got this.
I don't know.
I hope so.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather.
All right.
Ron Burgundy over here. All right,
I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, go, and then I'd go. Take a sip.
All right.
3, 2,
Sip.
1, go. Cody's killing it. Helen's barely doing anything. Oh my god, this is a runaway. Cody won. Helen took 5 sips.
I can't do that.
Just open your throat.
I can't do it.
That's why
I can't
red
do that.
leather, yellow leather.
Yeah, I can't do that at all.
Don't let me.
I still have a full Bush.
Oh, don't let me.
Congrats, Cody.
Keegan, drink
We're
that
very proud of you.
off the top.
Hey, so
All right, so I'm gonna be starting on the Natty Light now.
yeah, so now the rest we have Natty, Milwaukee's Best, and Four Loko.
Was that it? Now all of a sudden it seems doable.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to chug this all.
Speak for yourself.
Mike, you're still on the what? Bush?
A Beast is gonna be next. Wow. To be fair, I spent a whole summer in Milwaukee.
Distinct advantage.
Did you ever drink a Milwaukee's Best during that?
Yeah, so there's this bar, rest in peace, and it's actually it's last summer, so I guess it's in like purgatory or something. In Milwaukee, there's a bar, RC's bar, where it's right across from University of Wisconsin Milwaukee, which is where I was housed for my internship.
Willem Dafoe went to Wisco, Milwaukee. Go ahead.
Is his name
Anyway,
actually William? But he just goes by William?
Yeah.
He's a psycho? Go on.
the bar, RC's bar, from Thursday to Saturday, they have $10 all you can drink beer and mixed drinks.
Kind of beast.
$10 all you could drink?
All you can drink.
In Milwaukee?
I turned that into a science experiment.
That's nuts.
What is my absolute favorite thing to drink for $10? Is it Milwaukee's Best? Is
Milwaukee's Best Ice?
I drink?
I should add.
Is it Grenadine, which is Michael Scott's favorite drink? Who knows? It's gin and tonic. Tequila Sunrise number 2 though.
Gin tonic for a mixed drink?
Gin tonic number 1, Tequila Sunrise number 2.
All right, so
Hot take, here we go.
So me and Cody agree on something. Gin tonic's my favorite mixed drink too.
I think we've agreed on.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, probably.
Probably Jack and Coke for me. If
Says the kid wearing a Coca-Cola.
yeah, okay, I love Coca-Cola.
Sponsored. Hashtag
Sponsored ad. Hashtag let's go.
Jeff
Pay me.
Goldblum. Hashtag contact.
If
Hashtag just for circus.
if White Russians don't count as mixed drinks, do they count?
Yeah.
I count them.
Okay, that's my favorite.
I count them.
You know what's funny? You hate the Big Lebowski.
I know.
You love.
Where's your charger at?
Is that's not right there?
Oh, your computer charger?
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
to
it's
be
in mine.
fair, you could hate the French slip.
It might still. Oh, HP. It'll still work. It'll still work.
Fruity Pebbles or Cocoa Pebbles.
Yes.
No, I know, but that was actually a wildly good reference.
So good,
Off the
dude.
top of
That's
your head.
sick.
Yeah.
We ready to
because
get? We ready to get into our 2 and 1?
No wonder
We should.
No
We
wonder
should.
Mrs. Holland's favorite co-host is Cody McCune.
Yeah, I'm a hoot.
Guest host.
Yeah, I'm not a co
Who started? Cody?
No.
Mike started. All right, Mike, go
My
ahead.
number 2 movie, it's so close. I feel bad putting this movie 2, but it's Good Will Hunting. My second favorite movie is Good Will Hunting. I'm sure Keegan has it higher than me.
Yeah, I have higher.
I haven't won.
Yeah.
All right. The podcast's favorite movie from '97. It's so good. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's damn good.
Son of a bitch stole my life.
Cody, you are next.
So my number 2 is The Graduate.
Mike has it higher.
That's my 1. It's a top 5 movie for
And
me.
that's Keegan.
My number 2 is The Graduate.
My number 1's The Graduate.
So now we can talk about it. When I first saw this movie, I laughed a shit ton. I'm like, should I be laughing at this movie? Is this just a dead serious moment? But no, Dustin Hoffman is a fucking clown in this entire movie.
So I think it's interesting for you guys because you got to see my first experience with this movie.
Yeah, which was awesome.
You got a first-hand experience of it, and it's super recent.
Yes.
I agree with Keegan. I laughed through the entire thing. Not only that, Keegan laughed through the entire thing. We made jokes as the three of us.
Yeah, because the movie is from 1967, when I first watched it, I'm like, is this bad filming, or am I just fucking laughing at it?
No, I think Dustin Hoffman plays the role perfectly.
No one could do what he did in this movie. Dustin Hoffman is hilarious in this movie, and vulnerable, and he's so perfect.
awkward.
He's so awkward.
And I think we all feel how awkward he is.
And the situation is awkward as shit to begin
It's
with.
a situation that you understand his vulnerability, and you understand why his little intricacies and why he's so awkward. I've never been there before. I don't know if you guys have been there before. Probably not.
No, I've never committed adultery. Well, helped commit adultery.
Anyway, because you know how understandable that would be, how weird it'd be, I think that you get it, and it's so much a coming of age story with he's graduating college, he's got this pressure of he has to deal with he was this superstar. He lived up to these great expectations. Now everyone is waiting for him. What's the next step? And that's the first scene. So you get that in the first scene, and it's built in, and you're like, okay, I get to see these expectations build up for him, and I get to see how he's interacting with it and how it's weighing on him before the whole Mrs. Robinson thing happens.
Yeah.
And so once that does happen, and once it becomes not only a college film, but a, like, okay, how do I deal with this, like, family friend problem? How do I deal with this adultery problem? How do I deal with what is, like, real life, so to speak?
Yeah.
That's what really takes it to that next level for me. And Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, so there's a couple things for me. It's the soundtrack with Mrs. Robinson, Strawberry Fair, and Sound of Silence.
What was the new song that we found that slapped?
April Will She Come or something? Yeah, something unreal.
Also, the single man, like,
Yeah.
when she first puts on the music, and it's funny because they actually, like, almost break the fourth wall, so to speak, in that moment where she turns on the music and he recognizes the music that's playing in it, and it's, you're trying to seduce me.
Yeah.
You've had me drive you home. You gave me a drink. Now you're playing the music, and now if you weren't recognizing the music that's been playing this entire time, now you are.
Yeah.
And you're like, now I'm tuned in to the music, not only for this scene, but for the rest of the movie.
No, yeah.
And because the music, like, weighs so much, and they really let Simon and Garfunkel dive into this, I think it really drives the movie.
I think this is my favorite soundtrack of all time.
Yeah, before it started, I said, I love this movie. I don't know how much to do with the soundtrack.
A lot.
But the way Mike Nichols executes the soundtrack is still terrific.
One of my issues, though, is how they keep coming back to certain songs.
I love that.
I wish it could just kept going. The fact that the song restarts every time bothers me a lot.
Okay.
But the soundtrack is incredible. The acting is so good. Dustin Hoffman is perfect for this movie.
He's the man.
He's the man. Mr. Robinson's great. Elaine is fantastic. Rocket ship. Same with Mr. Robinson. The cast is so good. Mr. Feeney as well as the dad is unreal. But then the themes of, like, okay, I did it, I graduated, what the fuck happens now? I'm like, I'm in the same position right now, like, I graduated, where do I go from here? You know, like, no movie encapsulates that more than this movie. It's like, oh my god.
And that's why 50 years later, it still
resonates.
We all watched it, I think we all felt it.
Yeah.
No, it was a very nostalgic
Even,
thing.
like, having a job afterwards is still like, okay, I have a job, but like, what do I do? Like, this is crazy.
Even when I told other people my plans for the day, they're like, you know, that's super fitting that you're watching The Graduate today. Like, I might do the same thing. And as far as the cinematography goes and, like, how the movie was executed,
oh my god,
mind-blowingly great.
Because there are so many scenes where you're like, I need to take a step back, and then the camera pans out, and you're like, they knew exactly what they were doing, and they executed it perfectly.
And even without the tech, like, the transitions they make are unbelievable. They're so good.
The pool, diving in the back.
They take your breath away. He comes out of the pool, puts a white shirt on, walks, is in bed with her. Like,
dives onto the floaty, dives into Miss Robinson's bed. It's like, oh my god. It's genius. This will be the best made movie on our list. I think it's pretty safe to say.
As far as being put together.
Yeah, masterclass of performance.
Yeah, this is all time. Man, this movie's so fucking good. It's only an hour 48 too, because they utilize all the cinematic techniques so well. It cuts down time.
I was gonna say, and it, like, an hour 48 for some people seems like a long movie. The way that it's cut and way that the soundtrack pushes it forward,
it flies.
Not only the soundtrack, the silence and Sound of Silence, like, whatever, the way that silence is built into the movie and anxiety is built into this movie pushes it forward, because you're constantly waiting for the next thing to happen.
Yeah.
You're like, is Mrs. Robinson here? Is he going to make this move? What's he going to say? I'm sure he's gonna blunder through his words. She puts him
Take his head against the wall.
Yeah, like
It's such a well-crafted movie, and having Dustin Hoffman as your main character is just like the perfect person to have it, because he's monotone, he's awkward, he's weird, but like it always lands.
we've always been.
Yeah.
Everyone has been there at some point.
Yeah.
Just
No one's been in as crazy as a situation as he's put into.
Yes.
But like,
It's
we've all
extreme,
had
but-
an extent of it, you know.
you've like everyone's wanted to bang their head against the wall after they said something.
Yeah.
Everyone's wanted to like do a bunch of these different things, and you're like, you know what? I relate to that.
Yeah, because this movie's not supposed to be taken literal. A lot of things about this movie aren't supposed to be taken literal.
Right, they play fast and loose with the timeline. Like, it is fucking bonkers. The shit that happens in, like, it seems like a 7-day span, maybe a month span?
People just
like,
pop up in rooms randomly.
yeah, no, it's wild. But, like, what they're trying to accomplish, they do it so perfectly.
It's a mastercraft.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah. Top
And
five
that's
movies
why
of all time.
that's why it's an easy number 2 for both me and Cody.
Yeah, I mean, it's one for me. You're number one. Should we just go to Good Will Hunting now?
Yeah. So
It won 97 for us last podcast.
before this happened, we were even discussing, should Good Will Hunting be a college movie?
Quick 30. Are you on the Beast?
I can.
I am on the bush. Am I behind now? Wait, how am I behind?
No.
I'm on Beast.
I was gonna say I chugged.
I'm on Beast. Oh my god.
We'll edit that out.
No, I think that's brilliant. I think it's
Nothing's more college than that.
So my notes for the beers that we have so far.
It's gonna be such a shit show, but
Cobra, it has
it
to
should
bite. Rolling Rug, what you would expect. Hams, water. Bush, chug. So it's tough. Beast, tough. Cobra beats the Beast. I
Okay.
think that Milwaukee's best is the most similar to Cobra.
But both want liquors?
No. And that's why
I pick. Yeah.
Cobra, because Cobra has a bite. It is a stronger percentage of alcohol for cheaper.
Better tasting too.
Maybe I'd argue better tasting. I think that they both taste relatively the same, but
We're saying more strong. Milwaukee's Best Ice, 5.9. Cobra, a 6.0. So we are splitting hairs here.
I would rather.
But I haven't tasted it.
I also
What,
think
Beast?
that it's
Yeah.
bias affirming. Like, you know when you have Cobra that you're gonna drink it, it's gonna be tough. So when you have it and it tastes more like beer, less like liquor, that you're like, oh, it's not as bad. But when you have Milwaukee's Best Ice, you drink it and you're like, I'm expecting a terrible beer flavor, and it over delivers. And so that's why I'd say Cobra's better.
Yeah.
What's
What's
we still have
restaurants?
PBR to add.
We have
Oh,
PBR.
I love PBR.
Yeah.
PBR the last thing of the drink.
Well, we also have Natty and Four Loko.
We're hitting the heavy hitters. My brother just said a fun fact, just texted it to me. Have you ever realized Shaggy's Angel just used the same beat as Steve Miller's The Joker?
Really?
It's not even stolen, it's just blatantly the same bass line. Look it up.
But does he give him credit? Because
I don't think he does.
Because I'm 100% behind artists giving credit.
Oh yeah, you get sample shit. I don't give a fuck about that. But.
I mean, Kanye's my favorite artist, so.
Cody was copying Mrs. Robinson to George Michael's.
It
was the same start.
Cody
The same
didn't.
start.
What'd you say? Cody sampled? Wait.
Cody just he copied.
No, Cody just pointed out that George Michael's ripped it from.
I think he got inspiration because
to be
after
fair,
I made the joke, I looked it up. He didn't actually sample Simon and Garfunkel. It sounds super similar. Faith sounds super similar to what's the song?
Mrs. Robinson.
Mr. Robinson.
No, to be fair, the Mrs. Robinson used in The Graduate is not the one we know.
No.
That's not what they use at all.
It came out in bookends. The one
George Michael, rest in peace. His song Faith sounds super similar to it, and that song slaps.
It's so good.
Also, at the end when he's driving, it fits.
Yes.
If you throw George Michael at the end of The Graduate, I'm okay with it.
Hey, wait, yeah. Before we go to Good Will Hunting, Cody, what'd you think of that ending? Because that's top 3 endings from all time. Maybe my favorite ending of all time. That still frame is
I think it's my
favorite photo of all time.
one.
Because it's so jaw-dropping.
Lord of the Rings. Okay, probably Lord of the Rings. Okay, but it's up there.
It's jaw-dropping. I love it.
Because, like, they have no fucking plan.
I know. And the thing is, like, Song of Silence comes out and you just slowly see their faces drop. Just like,
Oh, shit.
I mean,
it's like, what are we doing? This is fucked.
What the fuck did we do?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's like I knew that I was gonna love the movie going into it. I think it's really funny that I made a joke and we talked about how much fun it was to watch it with the three of us.
Yeah,
especially with it being my first time.
Yeah.
Because I made a joke about how crazy Benjamin drives the entire time. And when
Philip
he's...
Seymour Hoffman's character.
Hey, what?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
No!
What about him?
No, Dustin Hoffman. Dustin Hoffman's character.
Edit that.
Dustin Hoffman's character.
just Hoffman.
He's driving crazy, and I made a joke about how he's gonna crash and die, and I was like, all right, cue the Sound of Silence. And I didn't know that the end of the movie was the Sound of Silence.
Because it starts off with the Sound of Silence,
Yeah.
and it ends with it.
Absolutely loved the end of the movie. Honestly, it's hard to say right now because it's so
fresh.
recent. It's so fresh.
It's almost impossible.
I would consider it within a top 3 though, and we're gonna talk about
another great ending.
Another great ending,
all-time ending,
which is my number 2 as far as endings go.
What's your favorite ending?
My favorite ending is La La Land.
Oh, well, that is a great ending.
And I love La La Land.
As do I.
Of how real life it is, and the fact that they don't get together. Sorry.
Spoiler alert. Everyone's seen La La Land.
What's the next beer? Class drink?
I'm drinking Beast. What are you drinking?
The best part is Cody's nowhere close to a mic, but he's louder than I am.
I'm the next one.
I'm generally loud.
I don't want to.
As I delete these beers, I'm gonna be talking 3 inches away from your face. Drunk Cody turns into closed on Cody. Keegan can attest.
I still like a little bit of these beers. Should I just finish these now?
Yeah, just kill him right now. Double fist him.
Mix them.
I still have.
Are we finished with The Graduate?
Yeah, like we all said, all-time great. Highly recommended.
All time great. It's probably gonna move into my top 5.
Yeah, I think it's really 5, maybe 4 for me. It's top 6 for me all time.
Yeah, no,
it was close.
I know,
Fucking
close.
Wait, top 6 of your favorite movies of all time?
I don't know how great college movies are. 3 of my top 10 are college movies.
Wait, what are they?
What are they?
Wait, has the podcast heard all the top 10? So
no, that's why I'm saving it. But
I keep hiding my top 10.
Whiplash the top 10.
Fucking Lord of the Rings. Yeah, no shit, guys. God.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Well, you want my top 10 right now?
No.
But Whiplash is a top 10 movie for me. Good Will Hunting is a top 10 movie for me, and Graduate's a top 5 movie for me. I think it's 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a damn good movie, but for me,
Well, it's not like Good Will.
For me, Good Will Hunting is a better movie.
Might be my favorite dialogue script of all time.
The performances from Damon, Affleck, and Driver and Williams are absolutely incredible.
Williams.
And even Casey.
Yeah, he's very small though. Yeah, Skarsgård's great.
I was gonna say, are you gonna?
It's very top to bottom, great performances. No one misses a beat.
It was nominated for I think 20. Like it was nominated for
a lot of awards. Not 20, but a lot of awards.
It won 2.
Yes.
It won 2.
It's not 20.
It's not 20.
But yes.
It won best script, best screenplay. Rightfully so.
And if you've never seen Matt Damon and Ben Affleck's acceptance speech, it's my favorite acceptance speech of all time.
I've actually never seen the speech. So.
It's very good.
Affleck just says everything Matt Damon says.
It's just an echo for the entire time. Yeah, no, it came down to just like enjoyment-wise. And I love The Graduate for what it did. Maybe if the question was what's the best made film, it's probably The Graduate.
Which I think is the best made film of all time.
As ridiculous, but yeah,
I think it is.
No, but just enjoyment wise, it's It's for sure Good Will Hunting. It's so much more fun. The performances that are put together from the cast-wise with Robin Williams, Damon, Affleck, Minnie Driver, Skarsgård. It's just so great. Cody, you seem to be itching.
I was going to say, one, it's hilarious that we are putting this in a movie that has this, like, transitional feel and, like, this emotional appeal to so many people as far as, like, this is something that, like, we're all feeling in this transition. It is also one of the, before Wolf of Wall Street, it's the movie that said fuck more than any other movie ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It is the most quoted movie with, when you rewatch it, you really hear it, and it's a very Boston thing.
It's so Boston, yeah.
But like, you rewatch it and you're like, it's every other sentence. Two, Minnie Driver is in two of my favorite movies of all time. Tarzan, she plays Jane.
Wow.
Keegan.
I had no idea.
I had no idea.
Keegan didn't know that. I told him today.
Wow.
Good Will Hunting is pretty much
Perfectly written perfectly
from start to finish. No misbeats. How long is it? It feels like
45.
Feels like it's 30 minutes.
I want to say it's over 2 hours.
It may be, but it doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't feel like it because it's cut very well.
It's incredible.
I think that
say something bad about this movie.
I can't. As a college freshman, I had to watch this movie because I got in trouble for drinking. So I watched it and I was like, oh my god, I want to be Good Will Hunting. I want to be Will Hunting. This guy's incredible. This guy's amazing.
There are so many iconic scenes in it.
And this is my favorite. This is nuts probably to say because Aladdin's incredible, but this is my favorite Robin Williams ever.
It is.
No, I would agree.
Wait, time out. Good Will Hunting running time 2 hours and 6 minutes.
Yeah.
It feels like $1.20.
Yeah, it's so quick.
It was one of my favorite Netflix and chill movies.
Yeah.
Because
it's so good, man.
Forever.
Yeah.
Because one, I love the movie. So even if it's a terrible time, I'm gonna enjoy the movie. In terms of Robin Williams movies, this goes to number 1 for me. Dead Poet Society's number 2, and then Aladdin's probably number 3. A
podcast for a different time.
It puts it at number 1 for me because of the wife fart scene being improvised.
Yeah,
God, that is so good.
The fact that it's improvised and that is just like pure laughter. This is a scene and from someone who's like regularly gone to therapy and has been someone who's like struggled with their mental health, this is something that was like really like near and dear to me. Seeing that, I was like, this is one of the most human scenes possible, and I'm so happy and I'm so proud of them for putting that into the movie instead of something that was scripted, because this is something that was supposed to be, in theory, a human interaction, and they put it as a human interaction. They put it as something that was the therapist in character and Will in character just talking about their life, and it was a breakthrough where they're like, hey, like, this is us as real people, and it couldn't have been more real because they were improvising. He was like,
pretty much,
she was farting, like,
no, I mean, Cody, and Keegan said this is Robin Williams' maybe best performance of all time. I will take the argument that Robin Williams in this movie is the greatest acting performance of all time. It's so close.
No, I agree.
J.K. Simmons is up there, which we also talked about earlier.
There's very arguments for a lot of people, but
his monologue when he's sitting on the bench. And
Robin Williams is unbelievable.
I had to see about a girl.
He's unbelievable in this movie. This movie is so good, and I don't want to dog you for putting it too. I do not want to dog you.
No,
but I just think it's craft-wise, acting-wise, it just is better than Graduate, which I love. I love The Graduate, but
it's
funny. I mean, we are splitting hairs between you right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both beloved to a different stratosphere. These are reason why I love movies for both of these movies. Yeah. These are so fucking good.
Yeah, and they're very good, very good.
Unbelievable.
There, as far as Good Will Hunting goes, as far as a joyride, because we talked about how The Graduate is an absolute joyride.
It's so much fun. Yeah.
Good Will Hunting, also joyride. You have Will fighting. You have Will not only fighting physically, fighting in court. He's verbally arguing with Minnie Driver. You have Ben Affleck arguing, like, bartering for a higher salary.
So
which,
good.
Oh man,
so funny.
Probably the best scene.
You have
Probably
all
the best
the bar
scene.
scenes. You have the, well, I got her number. How do you like them, Apple? Like, so many scenes where you're like, this movie just rules. And, like, this is
so good.
Like, this is why you make a podcast about movies like this. Like, you love movies.
And I mean, me and Keegan, I think we have fairly different tastes in movies. We both love them, but we have both fairly different tastes.
Very different, yeah.
But since I've known, well, not since I've known, since we both really got into movies, this has been one that we are in love with.
Yeah.
You know, someday I want to move to Boston, and I think it's because of this movie.
I know.
Like, I want to be from Southie.
Yeah, who doesn't want to?
I mean, you see Southie and you're like, oh shit.
That's a
you don't
better
wanna be
shape.
From Southie,
Well, want to be a Southie boy.
Oh wait, we haven't even mentioned Elliott Smith once. The soundtrack in this movie is
Rules.
extremely great.
Very good.
Terrific.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, so
we still need to decide
I'm finishing The Beast. Now we need to figure out our top 5 college movies of all time. Mike has to be. I've got to be. Keegan might as well.
I'm done. No, I'm done.
You're finished being.
So with Goodwill.
Yeah, Goodwill. We've picked our top 5 individually, and now we're gonna come to a consensus for our top 5. I think this will be pretty tough, but
the consensus. We're doing Natty Light. So
Natty Light.
So the Natty is out.
A very bad beer.
But. And to be fair, we've all had Natty Light. We could probably just crush this. We've had numerous in our college experience.
Yeah, Natty is very much everywhere. We've all had it. We all know it. Tastes like water after a while. We've been drinking for 2 hours now.
For my freshman year, we drank Natty Ice. So to drink Natty is pretty easy.
I think we call it green Natty Ice. Maybe the worst thing you could possibly get.
Yes, very very fair.
But freshman year, you said you weren't feeling a hangover, right?
It got to the point where.
To be fair, I never felt a hangover freshman year, and I would just drink shitty hard liquor. So.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, no.
It
got to the point where Natty Ice did nothing to me.
Wow. Why couldn't you finish more Miller Lights on?
Cheers, boys.
I went down every year Boggs Day. I think it's just a mental thing. And it tastes like water.
Not nearly as much as Hams did, but
or Miller for the record.
Natty less water.
So now we're gonna try to do our movie ReBrew top 5.
We should probably start from number 1.
I think we know our one.
It's Good Will Hunting.
It's Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Cheers to Good Will Hunting.
Cheers. Boys.
Cheers to Good Will Hunting.
Cheers.
If you are listening to this and you've ever seen Good Will Hunting, go watch it right now. I don't know. I can't see how you couldn't like this movie.
I think it's pretty obvious. Oh fuck! Cody's finished his beer. Number 2.
I thought it was Cheers to Good Will Hunting. You know, Cheers to Good Will Hunting. I
Again.
could see About a Girl. We could all see About a Girl.
Oh God.
That might be my favorite line movie history. I had to go see About a Girl. But then it's again, he's like, son of a bitch stole my line. And knowing it's ad-lib, it's like, Robin Williams is a fucking mastermind.
And the fact that, like, the first time you hear it, you're like, I feel that.
Yeah.
The second, like,
and they build
doubles down and they build into it. He writes into it because Damon
twice.
Like Damon Affleck wrote the movie. He because he wrote that into it. You're like, that is masterful. And you're like, I've been there too. You've been at the point where you're like, I mean, maybe not Game 3, but like
most people,
a lot of people have been to the point where they're like, I don't care what happens, what the night is going to ensue, I need to see this individual.
I mean,
this is more important than anything else.
I mean, this movie takes place in Boston. Robin Williams misses the Carlton Fisk home run, which at that point
against the Cincinnati Reds.
No. Anyways,
I'm from there.
It's probably the greatest
Since
moment in
90.
Boston
Who's next?
baseball history the last
Beast?
70 years up until this movie.
Beast.
And he misses it because he has to go see about a girl, and we all feel that. It's just perfect. And then, if you haven't known, Robin Williams, son of a bitch, stole my line when he reads it out of the Matt Damon letter, is totally ad-libbed. And that is so good.
Honestly,
That's why it's a legend.
A lot of the movie is ad-libbed, which is...
But that's towards Robin Williams.
Terrific.
Just because how great he fucking is in this movie. This is my favorite acting performance, is Robin Williams' Good Will Hunting.
I would honestly get behind that. One of my, actually probably my favorite TV series is predominantly ad-libbed, which is Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, I love Curb.
Larry David is like, yeah, I've been in enough situations in my life, and he says Seinfeld, everything was scripted, or most things were scripted. He was surrounded by a lot of funny people, but he was like, the artists themselves didn't have enough creative freedom to really make it what they wanted and make it how great it is. And I think that Damon and Affleck realized, like, hey, we are working with Robin Williams.
Absolute legend.
Let him run with this. And he did that, and he won an Oscar for it.
Was there a more deserving Oscar? Probably not, dude. He's so good in this. I dare you to watch this movie and not talk about Robin Williams for the next month and a half. It's nuts.
No, you watch it, and you're like...
He's the best part.
Doesn't make any sense how good he is in this movie.
No, he's the best part for sure.
Alright, so...
2.
We're also now...
In the Paps.
PBR.
Now, 3 more beers. We thought, no, 3 more beers to go.
No, we don't.
2 more beers
This
to go?
and Four Loko.
With this
shit.
and Four Loko.
2 more beers to go.
So I think we all going Graduate 2. Since I had a 1, you guys all had 2.
Yeah, it's
So for our top 5, we have
number 1,
Good Will Hunting,
number 2, Graduate.
Graduate. Number 3, that's where it comes into play here.
What was 3 for me? Oh, Whiplash.
And Whiplash was high for you.
Yeah.
I haven't
for you
seen
too,
it.
right?
Yeah,
I can
number 3.
abstain.
In all honesty, Cody, if you saw Whiplash, it'd be 3 for you too.
And the way that you were talking about it, and the way that we've sculpted this, this top 5 for ourselves, as far as like it being a meaningful thing, Whiplash seems like it should be there over the other things.
Because Whiplash does hit on those themes. Wouldn't you agree with that, Keegan?
It's 3 for me, so yeah, I agree.
So,
Alright, so Whiplash is 3.
Yeah.
Please watch that movie. I mean, I love La La Land. I love La La Land. I got Whiplash ahead of it, though.
Yes, it's much better.
Which is a lot. And when Keegan said I cried during La La Land. I had the signed Justin Horowitz vinyl, and I still have Whiplash above it.
wait, you have it signed?
Yeah, I do. Want to see it afterwards?
Yeah, so
It's in this room somewhere.
So I have the vinyl, I don't have it signed.
Yeah, it's signed with Justin Horowitz, which is
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Actually, I think it's actually by
I
House
have
Back
signed Kendrick Damn, but that's
way cool.
whatever. Alright, that's more music. That's
Do you think-
not movies. It's a different podcast.
So number
We have Good Will
4.
Hunting. We have The Graduate.
The Graduate, and we don't have. We need.
We have
Number
Whiplash.
3.
We have Whiplash.
We're going number 3. And number 4.
This is where we start campaigning.
Our 4 and 5 are very different.
So I had Animal House in there, and I also had Scream 2. I don't think Scream 2's gonna win here. I'm totally fine with that.
So common themes were Animal House, Old School. Those were common themes.
I think Old Schools are 4.
But I'm not sure if those are things like those are hills we are ready to die on.
Look,
Because we talked about it. We talked about Toy Story
3 coming in.
We talked about Toy Story 3.
20 Jump Street.
We talked about 22 Jump Street. We talked
hey,
about Legally Blonde. Like there are things that like
If there was a female in this panel,
Old School stays. I think Old Schools are number 4.
I think Old Schools are 5. I think
Are
Toy Story.
4? Wait. So what's the 3?
I kind of like Toy Story.
Whiplash.
Oh wait.
Whiplash Story 3.
Yeah.
I kind of like Toy. Let's go Toy Story 3 5.
No.
You hate it?
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
I disagree with it as a college movie. That's why it was in my honorable mentions and not my top 5.
Well, I love how Cody sold me on it being a college movie, but then shuts it down.
No, I'm telling you that it is inherently a college movie.
For 4.
But it
For
is
4?
It is not a college movie enough to break the top 5.
I agree.
Okay. So now we have 2 more spots. We have Animal House.
I think
we have
Old School's
Old
4.
School.
I think Old School's 4.
I think Old School should probably be 4. I would like to put Old School for Animal House, just personally.
I would love to see Old School and Animal House in a boxing match. And that's because I believe that they hit at the same humor, and I think that Old School is new enough to hit with us and still hit with the nostalgia factor, where Animal House, it'd be like, oh, this is funny for some people who maybe lived through this and had these situations, but other people, we recognize this as like, this is problematic. So that's why I feel comfortable putting Old School as number 4.
And I kind of feel the same way for that same reason.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
I would rather put that as a boxing match and let those duke it out than be like Old School for Animal House 5.
Alright, that's fine.
We're all cool with that? I mean, Legally Blonde, in my eyes, stands a chance.
Honestly, I want Legally Blonde to be 5.
You know what? Fuck it.
What are 1, 2, 3?
It is Good Will Hunting 1, The Graduate 2, Whiplash 3, number 4 we just decided was Old School.
Okay.
Number 5, I feel perfectly comfortable.
Dude,
Legally Blonde!
I would love to shut out Animal House right now.
Number 5?
Number 5,
What's 4?
Old School.
Old
We
School.
just
Old School.
decided this.
I would love to shout out Animal House.
Do you want to put Animal House 5?
Yes.
You do?
Probably. Can we? Oh
Yeah.
my god, I'm so drunk. I'm so drunk. I'm so drunk.
Keegan's drunk and also pissed off.
You know what?
Keegan's
You know what?
pissed off.
We're on the podcast right now. How the tavern. How the good stand. Holy shit. But wait, Cody, I agree with you. I think I would love to shout out Animal House.
So,
because I think I really enjoy Animal House.
I see reasons to be like, you know what, like these are Tyson Holyfield, where we let them battle it out. Also, I let them see like these are different generations, and say like this is Ali, this is Tyson. Let them live by themselves. Because like they were made in different times.
And like if you're born 60s, 50s, Animal House, you love it. I get that. It doesn't age the same way. There's points that we all love, but
you know how big of a fan I am of the whole like withstand the test of time.
That's your calling card.
It was my calling card for Christmas movies.
Is Mike still alive?
You're great. You're locked in.
I just there are 2 ways that we can decide on this, and I was telling Mike, this is either Tyson Holyfield, where you have Animal House versus Old School, and you let them duke it out, and then the other person doesn't get the spot, or you have Tyson Ali, where they both get the spot in history, where we recognize Ali as in Animal House being one of the best of all time.
There's still a winner there.
And
wait. For the record, Old School's 4? I think Old School's 4 already.
yeah, but do we decide whether or not we pit Old School and
local,
Animal House against each other,
local left?
or is Legally Blonde kicked out of this, or and Animal House is 5 then?
Yeah.
Should we do that? I think we kind of have to.
I think you have to. Honorable mention Legally Blonde 6, and I hate it.
And I hate it.
And
I think we all agree that like there's a lot of things I hate about Animal House.
Yes,
but
it's terrible.
But it's so influential.
What's left? Is it Natty Ice?
You got the Loco. If you got the PBR.
Oh, it's the Loco.
No, you're drinking PBR right now, Keegan?
Here, let's say
Beast.
So I'm drinking PBR. All we have to do is drink 4 Loco, and then we're done.
PBR then.
Let's just
fuck off, dude. Fuck off.
We're all hammered, Keegan.
So drunk.
I hope this gets picked up. What's going on here?
I didn't know it was
God. Oh fuck.
Hey, so Wait, you have a full beer. Keegan, you don't, but...
Quarter beer.
Oh my god, that hurts so bad.
Alright, so...
I'm not chugging that. Don't even think about it.
I'm gonna solo chug it.
Here, let's take a swig of this Four Loko.
No, we need to finish the beer.
Can you piss first? Is that fine? Alright. So, I think we're at a conclusion here. 5th best college movie of all time is Animal House.
Okay.
Number 4 is Old School.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Whiplash. Number 2 is The Graduate. And number 1 is Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm good with that.
I'm totally fine with that.
100% agree with that.
I'm totally fine with that. I think we all had those 5 movies somewhere in our top 7.
Yes.
I've never seen Whiplash.
Oh yeah.
But next time I'm on the podcast, I'm assuming that I might be invited back.
Hopefully, huh?
Hopefully. Yeah. Shout out to Annihilation. Great movie. Great soundtrack.
So far, the leader in 2018.
Yes.
Honestly, Keegan and I listened to that earlier today.
Helplessly Hoping?
Yeah.
So good. Crowd's still in Nash. So, Keegan's not a great state, so I'm gonna take over this. So what'd you watch this week?
I watched, what the fuck did I watch? I watched the, director's cut of...
Keegan, drink a Four Loko! Oh, Keegan has to drink a Four Loko because that's the last thing we haven't drank yet.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah. Mike, you saying it's the champagne of Four Locos.
The gold is the champagne of Four Loko.
Just know
Holy
the
shit.
champagne of Four Locos is like having the
so
mentors,
bad.
like R. Kelly being your mentor. It's not gonna be a good one. All right, it's gonna.
Oh, it's so bad. I watched the director's cut of Last Jedi.
Last Jedi? How good? Longer?
Very good. No, it's same time.
So how's that director's cut then?
It's very good because he's like he knows why he's doing the shit he does, and the people that are arguing against what he did, it's like, no, dude, he knew what he was doing.
He argued against a lot of the actors, right? Because
yes,
him and Mark Hamill didn't agree on a lot of things.
Not at all. But I love Ryan Johnson.
I will defend Last Jedi till I die. That's a great movie.
I want to know, explain like how you saw the differences, like kind of play into like how you thought he would see it and how he thought you would see it, or like how Mark Hamill would want to see it, and then like you ideally, because I want to know your ideal Star Wars universe, because we've talked about it quite a bit.
Yes, I think the Mark Hamill that we know and love, he's gone. He has been fucked up for about 30 years now?
When you say Mark Hamill, you mean the actor, not Luke Skywalker?
No, I mean Luke Skywalker.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, Luke Skywalker is to you as Kanye West is to me in terms of, like, how you see their interpretations of art, so to speak, in, like, the canon that they're being thrust in at this point in their careers.
I think Luke has been thrown into a world where he does not love. I think the world that he's been thrown into after Jedi is fucked up, and he hates it.
Explain that.
I don't really know.
Is it so? Because you talk about love, and from an avid Star Wars fan,
yes,
a Jedi in the traditional Jedi Council, and I understand that Luke gets rid of the traditional Jedi books.
Yes.
In The Last Jedi.
Yes.
From Luke, with his training of the original Jedi Council, being of love, like, what are your thoughts on him, like, his actions in The Last Jedi, then?
The Last Jedi... Okay, Jedi have always been... Jedi have always been problematic.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Mark Hamill in Episode 8 has always been, like, to just get rid of that shit. It's never been clear. It's never been clear.
What's never been clear?
Just the ways of the Force.
The Jedi Code.
The Jedi Code, yeah.
Well, because
I mean, it was a good timeout. Sorry.
No, you got it.
I feel like the timeout was good because in episodes 4, 5, and 6, to Keegan's point, it's not defined.
Yeah.
They tried to define it in 1, 2, and 3, and that's what we are basing our exactly. That's what we are basing our knowledge of the Jedi Code of. We're basing it all off of this 1, 2, and 3, which we can all agree
is maybe the worst thing ever.
Was trash and maybe an absolute stretch. So, because you have something that is undefined going to an absolute stretch to trying to like fill that void, and then you have this thing that it's trying to understand the middle ground of the putty, and I feel comfortable saying the putty between episodes 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and being like, oh, this is what they were defining. That's where you get that confusion that Keegan's coming with.
Yeah, I agree.
Keegan, is that what you're saying?
I think the disagreement is more with 5, 6, 7, and no, wait, 7, 8, and 4, 5, 6. That's where I think it comes into play, and I think just George Lucas is just an idiot in what he would try to do with the Force. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wait, 4, 5, 6, 7?
Wait. Wait. Can I say something? I love the way the Force was portrayed in this film. Because up until then it was like, oh, I can move stuff in my mind. But it's like, no, come on. No. You do more than that.
I like that the last
this
Jedi
movie,
brings it more
it really showed it out. And I loved that. That was my favorite part of this movie. I think it's great. I think it's a great movie.
No, I think it's introduced very well in A New Hope. What Rian Johnson does in 8 is the same thing that they introduced in 4, 5, and 6.
You think it's the same exact thing?
No, maybe 4 and 5. But what they introduced is very clear in 4, 5, but 6 kind of fucks it up, I'd say.
So, wait. I'm confused. How does 6 fuck it up? I'm kind of sitting here kind of confused.
6 introduces, like, the dark magic of it all, I guess I should say. But
we're gonna be able to cut this into a whole new Star Wars.
Yeah, there's a great chance to send me the podcast.
Which is fine.
All of a sudden now I'm curious. So
this is a redacted Star Wars podcast.
This will get edited.
Hour 2 on.
This will get edited. But now I'm confused. Wait, how does 6 fuck up 8, Keegan? Because I never heard this before.
What?
How does 6 fuck up 8?
He does weird stuff with 8.
So my thoughts on 8 are, I think that he takes the Force to, like what Mike was saying, to another level.
Oh, it is. And I agree with that.
It's when you see the connection between Kylo and Rey, and like you actually see this thing where like they're interacting on this platform. And I'm gonna say platform because like that is something that we can all understand. Mm-hmm. It's if we're all on this thing like interacting. So Kylo and Rey are interacting on this platform for most of the movie, and that is something that you haven't seen traditionally in the Star Wars universe.
Which I love. But you haven't seen that. I agree with you.
It is something new to the Star Wars universe, and it's something that you had an inclination of leading up to Episode 8. Episode 7, you were led to believe that Kylo, he wasn't entirely sure, and that's why you have the Han Solo like pull to it, and that's why you have the Rey pull to it. That's why you have all of Episode 7. Actually, all of Episode 7 is behind Kylo Ren, and like why he believes what he believes is right.
Yeah.
And it's a pull between so many different things. It's okay, is it Ben Kenobi, so to speak? Is it Rey, this new character that I don't understand, but maybe I'm attracted to it. Maybe I'm not. Who knows? Or is it my father, my mother, the people that have this traditional view of the Force?
Yeah. Well,
That's what you see out of him out of episode 8.
What was the argument originally? I agree with Cody. I do agree. That's a great summary of 8 of 7, right? You were saying 7.
Yeah.
It's this getting pulled into 20 different ways, and then it expands to 8.
So 8 is essentially to me.
Well, for Kylo Ren, it's the same exact arc.
To me, 8 is Kylo choosing the same thing. To me,
Wait, for the record, how just half of the crowd? Wait. Let's do our top 5 favorite things we drank today. Let's do it before Alan falls asleep. Keegan, wake up. Top 5 things you drank today.
turns out that this has been a 5-hour podcast.
Top 5. Number 1, Hams. Number 2, Rolling Rock. Number 3, what the fuck is that? Hi.
Ow! Cody dove off my bed into every can imaginable.
Hi. Where's Hi?
High Life?
High Life. Number 4.
Hey, wait, is my mic still working?
Yeah, we're all good. Believe it or not.
Number 4, Cobra. Number 5, PBR.
Mine's not far off Holland's. I'll go 1. I'm going Ham. I really enjoyed Ham. 2, Rock. For the record, Holland's passed out right now. 2, Rock. 3, so 1 Ham, 2 Rock, 3 PBR. I love PBR.
Can I hear your absolute worst?
4, Miller High Life. 5, let's go Loco. Get weird. Oh, my worst was the Bush. I don't like Bush. Not great. All right, Cody, we got
Number 1, I'm going Hams.
Yeah, unanimous.
Hams. It was number 1 unanimous.
Buy the Hams, boys.
Number 2, I'm gonna say Natty. As far as like a college beer that you're expecting to drink.
I think we all think Natty tastes like nothing, but I think it's over time.
No, I wrote less than water. as my quote, which is like, sure.
There is nothing here.
I also wrote High Life, good. I still stand by that, but I would say that
I don't hate High Life by any means.
Cobra is going to be my number 3.
That's fine. Cobra is good.
Cobra is my number 3 because you still get the taste of beer with getting a lot cheaper of a price, and it's more effective. So if you're going to go bang for your buck, Co is number 1. But as far as taste goes,
how much does Cobra 40 cost?
And so, $1.99.
Holy shit!
Yeah, no, it's dirt cheap.
That's nutty.
And that's why I'd put Four Loko number 4.
Yeah,
and then
the Loco Gold is 5.
I'd put everything as an honorable mention number 5 because if you made it this far, why haven't you made the decision yet? They're all similar in price. Similar in the alcohol per percentage. Like, we gave you a considerable top 4. You should probably know what you want to drink, and that's why I say Franti is my number 5. Because if you haven't decided what you want to drink yet, you either want to drink box wine or you want to drink hard liquor. So drink Franti or hard liquor.
Smack that back. That's all we're going with there.
Yeah.
You know, Cody, great breakdown here. Usually Howland does the end of this podcast. It'll be me now. Have you been watching anything recently?
Well, I've seen The Graduate and St. Elmo's Fire. As of recently. But besides that, 1, I'd say watch Hilarity for Charity. It is terrific. It supports a great cause. 2, anytime I'm on the podcast, I like to promote music that I've enjoyed.
No, yeah, I agree. We always enjoy it.
So George Ezra put out an album in the March of 2018. I'd say that's a really good album.
What's it called?
I can't think of the name.
But George Ezra, March of 2018.
Yeah, it's really good. George Ezra, terrific artist. Post Malone, actually.
Do you like it?
I did. It sounded very similar, like, throughout the entire listen. So it's something that
I've heard mixed things.
If you want to appreciate the same sound throughout the entire thing, if you appreciate his sound, then you're gonna enjoy it. If you don't appreciate his sound, don't tune in, because it's not gonna be something that you enjoy. Third is Kanye West, favorite artist of all time. It's been a tough week being a Kanye fan. Really tough week. But he's put out 2 new singles. It's Ye versus...
Which both are good. I like both. I heard both. I like both.
It's Ye versus the People with T.I. and then also Lift Yourself.
Lift Yourself is great.
I appreciated Lift Yourself in terms of the Kanye aesthetic of him taking a sample, running with it, and enjoying it. It's also a troll track, so like he's not purposely rapping on it to sound meaningful. And Ye versus the People, there's actually a good podcast. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music, but they talk about it. It's called Ye, The Book of Ye. The Book of Ye, where they talk about Ye versus the People. And they dive, it's about a 60-minute conversation, and you can talk about it there. I really agree with the host conversation, where he doesn't fully understand his political ramifications of everything, but I'd still give it a listen. Additionally to that, Fleetwood Mac tickets go on sale tonight. I'm buying tickets.
Are you?
I'm going to buy.
I mean, who doesn't want Fleetwood Mac tickets?
Yeah.
Well, that was really good. I agree kind of with Cody's statements on Kanye. I like both songs, though.
They are good.
As far as what I watched Purge Anarchy a little bit.
How was it? I've been a guest on the Purge talks, actually.
Yeah, no, I watched it. Totally solid.
Really?
Do you not feel the same way?
I need to watch Anarchy. So.
Oh, you haven't seen Anarchy?
I haven't seen
totally
Anarchy.
Solid. I mean...
Wait, is Anarchy 3?
Anarchy's 3.
I haven't seen 3 yet.
You said I want 1 and 2. I saw 3 now.
I need to see 3 and I need to see Election Year.
No. 3 is Election Year.
Okay, I was bitter.
So you saw Election Year?
No, I haven't seen it. I've seen 1 and 2. I haven't seen Election Year because I was bitter. And I was like, you know what, like, I am very turned off by the democratic process right now because things didn't go my way. So I was like, you know what, I'll turn away from now. And I'm sure that inherently, like, is probably problematic, but I needed to not see a movie about it so quickly. But I understand the draw for it.
No. Thing is, the draw, I get that. It doesn't really hit on that. It's a totally different thing. There's one person that's pro-Purge, one person against Purge. So it'd be cool if it was...
Does it follow those 2 individuals?
Kinda. Someone's trying to kill the person that's against the Purge.
Have you seen American Horror Story?
I have not.
So, the recent season of American Horror Story follows the social anxieties that followed the 2016 American election. So I think that I'd be interested to see what the people that watched both of those thought.
I think what you brought up would be way better. The Purge is fine. It's just, it doesn't really hit on anything too specific. No. But I mean, I enjoyed it. It's probably my least favorite Purge.
1 and 2 ruled.
I liked 1 a lot more than 2 for whatever reason. I'm in the minority on that, but I enjoyed 1.
I enjoyed 1 for a thriller. I enjoyed 2 for the thought of the Purge.
There's so much there, and they really haven't executed.
Ethan Hawke ruled in number 1.
And I love Ethan Hawke. Which is probably why.
I mean, it's right behind me.
It's above my bed.
And I love Entourage. So Ethan Hawke really like
he kills. He
killed it for me for number 1. I think that in terms of the movie The Purge, number 2 probably did it best. And
as far as the whole concept of The Purge, yeah, 2's the best. After seeing all 3, I'll say that. So Holland is just lights out. He's actually
asleep.
Might post a photo later. But as far as what we're gonna watch, I'm gonna see The Endless. I think tomorrow. I think with Keegan, friend of the podcast. Brother is the producer of this movie. 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. Pretty cool.
I'll probably see Infinity War.
You haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's good. It'll live up to it.
So I need to see it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it. I also plan on, as far as TV goes, watching Westworld seasons 1 and 2.
Ever watch Westworld?
And Keegan,
Do yourself a favor.
he's just gonna be sweet dreams are made of these.
Yeah, he was fine, and now he's just lights out. But anyways, follow us on Movie ReBrew Movie ReBrew, Twitter, Instagram. Keegan's Twitter handle is Cash Money. Mine is _Ogilbay. Cody, what's yours?
It's Cody McCune 12
It's the 12. Remember that.
at 12. So
All right. Well, I hope you enjoy.
Venmo Cody McCune. Donate to my Pelotonia. I'm trying to ride 100 miles to raise money for cancer research. If you're listening, donate to my Pelotonia.
Donate. Good cause. Great cause. Great
It's
cause.
actually a great cause.
It really is. Goes to cancer. 100% cancer rate.
It's 100% of donations go to cancer research. So
Probably, it might be a better cause to donate than this. It's up there.
no, it's honestly up there. If you've seen me before and you know that my hair is long. My hair is long because I'm donating it to cancer. So
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah. So that's why I've been growing my hair out. So,
Isn't it long enough at this point or no?
yeah, it's 100% long enough. You need it to be 12 inches. My hair is about 14 to 17 inches long.
All right. Well, I enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys did too. Take care. See you next week where we will do best movies from 2000 and 2003. Peace.
Adios!
Keaton's passed out.
Snore Keegan.
Sometime you exploded, drop a few lines. When I catch you through the static, Irish goodbye, what a classic. Millennial girl in love once a year. When it comes, she disappears. Maybe she'll stay.